How are we doing, everybody? Hope you're having a fantastic day. So today it's going to be a very short one, unfortunately, because I've been very busy. Very busy. Yep, so I've been very busy this week, so unfortunately I'm going to do a quick video just basically showing off my sort of book collection, I guess you say, a lot of paleo stuff if you like. So we'll crack on with it, so let's get a look at that. So this is what it's currently looking like. So it's part of a wardrobe that I've got, so got DVDs there, so you can see like dinosaur documentaries, Jurassic Park, and all that stuff. Bronson, you can go away, kid. So over here we've got the Walking with stuff. So we've got Walking with Dinosaurs. So we've got Walking with Dinosaurs, and Natural History. Absolutely brilliant book, absolutely fantastic. Loads and loads of information in this. And it's all from the episodes as well. I know some of it's outdated, but to be honest, if you're a dinosaur fan, there's got to have that. There's got to have that in the collection. Now, this is a pretty obvious one for me. This is Sea Monsters, Nigel Marven in there, absolutely fantastic. Heinosaurus right there on the front. Not Tylosaurus, no, I don't believe that's true. And look at that, the magical 25 metre long Liopleurodon. So again, another absolutely fantastic book, full of brilliant information. Bits and pieces from the show and extended pieces from the Walking with Dinosaurs documentaries. You can see with that Liopleurodon there. Another fantastic book. So if you're a dinosaur fan, Walking with Dinosaurs fan, you've got to have this in your collection. Walking with Beasts, of course, you know, the sequel, A Prehistoric Safari, and, well, actually opened on a basilosaur. So, you know, marine stuff there. Andrew Sarkis, them two are kicking off. What I find funny is that picture is just that. It's almost the same size, so a bit of laziness there. Now, this one's a jammy piece. This is Walking with Dinosaurs, The Evidence. It's got all the intrinsic stuff in there. Look at that beautiful Stegosaurus specimen. So yeah, again, another one you've got to have in your collection. So as you can see here, I've got a load of fossiling books. So you've got like stuff like these pocket books. You've got fossil guides. This is a Lyme Regis one. This one I found in a charity shop. There's a Yorkshire one, so I've got one of them. I've also got this other edition of the Yorkshire book. And that's basically just the same. British Cenozoic fossils, British Paleozoic fossils, so I need to get the Mesozoic one. Then you've got like fossils of Whitby Coast, that's brilliant. You know, Dean Lomax did that one, that's absolutely fantastic. Then you've got your Paleontological Association books, and I've got myself on the fossils of the Rhaetian Pinarth group. That's a fantastic one. I actually have two copies of this one, Fossils of the Chalk, and that just goes all the way up, you know, throughout the UK. And in fact, in the UK Yorkshire Chalk, you can actually find mosasaurs, so that might be a destination for me next. You've got the obvious one for me, Yorkshire Coast, absolutely fantastic book. And then you've got this one that I got for the Lyme Regis trip a couple of years ago for my birthday, absolutely fantastic, this one. Beautiful pictures in this one. And then next up we've got this classic, Systematics and Morphology of American Mosasaurs from 1967 by Dale Russell. God rest his soul. Absolutely fantastic piece. If you can get your hands on this, please do, because it is the Bible of Mosasaurs. I know I keep repeating that. This one's quite a rare one. Echinoid Paleobiology by Andrew Smith. This one's quite rare. So yeah, I think I showed it to a few people. They said, "My goodness, how have you got your hands on that?" And I say, "Well, I just picked it up, paid for it, boom." Dad joke there. Hadrosaurid Monsaurus. This is another one of those forgotten books. However, this one, the printing on it isn't amazing, but the information there is absolutely solid there. So love that. Edmontosaurus, probably my favourite hadrosaur. Then I've got stuff like this. So we've got Yorkshire Geological Society journals. I've got a few here. I was mainly after one that had ammonites in it, and I can't remember which one it was. But if you can get your hands on journals like this, I'd get your hands on them, because some of them are behind paywalls and not a lot of people can afford them. But stuff like this, you can absolutely get your hands on. And I'm planning to get myself even more stuff. Now, down in this pile, there's actually various books here. So, Jurassic Mary, read that 3 times. Absolutely fantastic book. If you can get your hands on a copy, please do, because it's absolutely belting. This is obviously Jurassic Park, and this is the Michael Crichton one. I've read through this book, love the book, but I do have a soft spot for the sequel book. I think the sequel book, in my opinion, it's not better, but I do find it a bit more exciting, a bit more thrilling. This one, again, a rare one. I was lucky enough to get this when I was 16, 18, I can't remember. Raptor Red, Utah Raptor, fantastic. Robert Barker really paints a beautiful picture and a fantastic picture of the hard life of a Utah Raptor. Down here, we've got just a whole load of books. I mean, there's probably some I won't get out, but for example, Prehistoric Pets, that's a belter. A field guide to dinosaurs, Gregory S. Paul. And he did a Mesozoic sea reptiles one. The mosasaurs in that one. I mean, Prognathodon overtime there. It's a skinny mosasaur, that, bless it. Ooh. But anyways, we've got the Fossil Fish Atlas. Fantastic little book, just full of fossil fish and where you can find them. Another rare one that I've managed to get my hands on. This one, got my hands on recently. This is the Fossil Guide to the West Coast Dorset. Some absolutely fantastic illustrations in this. This one's quite a rare one. This is Fossil Hunting on the Dinosaur Island by Martin Simpson. Absolutely brilliant. I'll probably be taking this with me in the next couple of weeks because I'm going to Portsmouth in a few weeks. Another big Yorkshire Coast, Dinosaur Yorkshire Coast book there. We got the old Dippy. Lovely Dippy. Lovely. This is from G. Kennedy, and this is from the 1970s, I believe. This is on anthropology, paleoanthropology. As you can see, lots and lots of material in here. Absolutely brilliant stuff. I know it's quite dated, this one, but still I've got it in my collection because it's a fantastic book. Up next, we've got stuff like Wonderful Life. Brilliant. About the Burgess Shale stuff. Again, outdated at this point, but there's some good information in there. Predatory Dinosaurs. Again, another outdated one, but really good. Ancient Sea Reptiles. Fantastic, that one. This one's a bit more, for me, pubs. Don't want to know about that one. Yeah. Now this one is a very rare one that I managed to get my hands on. The Echophoras, basically predatory gastropods. A very, very hard to get book and very, very dear, as I later found out. So yeah, it's a fantastic cover, to be fair. I do really like it. I've read through it. It's quite nice. I managed to get my hands on it because it was going cheap on a vintage site, but wow, yeah. So as you can see, a bit of a mess. But yeah, that's my book collection basically. So hope you enjoyed that video. I'm hoping to get some better shelving for this wardrobe and get these books all sorted. But it's very time consuming, costly, and I just don't get time these days anyways. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you later. Ta-da, bye.